All right, let's spread out, come into a symmetrical, relaxed position. Take your time settling into the floor. If you make little adjustments, maybe you can get your body a little more relaxed, spread out. And either close your eyes or take a soft gaze. Slow down your breath, taking the time to inhale until you're full and exhale until you're empty. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you. Let's go ahead and stretch arms overhead, reaching through arms and legs, fingers and toes. Then interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, flex your feet. Reaching through the heels of your hands, the heels of your feet. And then release and bring your right knee to your chest. Grab hold of it. Hug it in close. And then straighten right leg up towards the ceiling, holding somewhere behind your leg. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times one way, a couple times the other way. Bend your knee in, open your knee out to the right, and then straighten whatever amount you're able out to the side, grounding down through the back of the left leg. Keep coming back to slow, deep breath. And then release, bend your knee, bring it across, spinal twist. Open out through the right arm, let your knee and shoulder reach away from one another. And then staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, your right arm on a high diagonal. And release. Roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with the knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then grab hold of just the left knee. Drop the right leg long, squeeze this knee in close. And then straighten this leg up, holding somewhere behind your leg, flex, and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times one way, a couple times the other way. Bend your knee in, open your knee out to the left, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of the right leg. And release, bend your knee. Bring it across. Spinal twist, first with a bent knee. And then try straightening. Left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. And release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then drop your feet to the floor, getting set up for a little bit of core work. Draw the belly in, interlace your fingers behind your head. Exhale, lift, head and chest up. Inhale, release down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Let's take two more. Last one. Release down, send your right leg up. Exhale, head up towards your leg. Inhale, head down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Two more like this. Last one. Switch, left leg high. Exhale, head up. Inhale, head down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. One more. Switch again, right leg high. This time take your left arm across. Each time you exhale, reach a little further across. One more. Switch, left leg high, right arm across. Last one. And then release. Stretch long through your arms and legs. Bring your knees in, circle or rock, feeling what's touching the floor, releasing. And then make your way up to sitting. And let's come on to hands and knees, tabletop. If you'd like to pad your knees, you might grab a blanket or cushion. We'll set hands right under shoulders, knees under hips, fingers spread wide. Hands flat and active. Let's take a few rolls through the spine, starting by lifting head and tailbone arching, and round. Draw the belly in. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now inhale, arch. Shift your weight forward, bend your elbows straight back, dip part way or all the way to the floor, press up from there, round, arch. Go forward to dip down, elbows hugging the sides. Press up, round, arch. Dip down, press up, round, arch. One more time, dip down, press up, and then round and sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. Letting go. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left. Pull back through your right hip. Stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Back to center. Let's lift up through table and into downward facing dog. And you can take your time opening up the backs of the legs. Maybe pedal out the feet a little bit. Waking up calves, hamstrings. And then walk your hands and feet towards one another. Let's hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. You might take a sway or shake out, letting go. Bend your knees a little more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. Let's bring the hands into light fists, and we're going to pat all the soft parts of the legs. Fronts, the backs, the insides, the outsides. Just giving a little pressure, wake up with touch. You can play around with speed and how hard you hit. Coming up gently on the belly, maybe a little harder on the hips and butt. Get to your lower back, both arms, all the soft parts. Gently on the chest and shoulders, and then use your fingertips to your face and head. Just patting awake, tapping awake. And then shake out the hands, the arms, the legs, your butt, whole body, maybe even your lips. And then gather the energy up into your mountain pose. You can have your feet together or apart, but feet active, pressing down, energy drawing up through the inner legs, all the way through the spine, past the top of the head. Strong core supporting your back. Bring hands together at the heart. And if you'd like, you might set an intention for your practice. Let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen, part way up. Step back, coming into a high push-up position. Shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up. Then come into your back bend, and you can take this as low or high, as gently or deep as you like, cobra or up dog. Back to down dog. Let's take 5 deep breaths. Letting go of anything that's not needed here. Choose a pose that allows you to do that. So that could be down dog, but you could also come to child's pose or sitting or on your forearms or knees. One more deep breath in and out. Let's come through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Fold forward. Lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. This time from down dog, let's take the right leg up. Bend your knee in. Start circling this bent right knee in the biggest circle you can make. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Arms up. Sink low. Inhale, space, length, expansion. Exhales, grounding. Ease, letting go. Last breath here. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go, like ragdoll. Let your head hang, let your neck release, stretch that left leg straighter, longer, higher. Big step back. Warrior one. Hips low, arms high, shoulders low, fingers high. One more breath. Release. Make your way back to down dog through your movement transition. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up, bend your knee in, start circling this bent left knee. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight and then bring your left knee towards left upper arm, send it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Settle in. Last breath here. Tip forward. Standing splits. Stretch that right leg long. Let your head release. Last breath. big step back. Warrior one. Last breath here. Release. Make your way back to a good resting pose. 5 deep breaths. Back through down dog. Step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take just the right arm up as we inhale. Come over to a side bend. Big reach like a yawn. Reach a little further out, come up and release down. Same thing other side. Reach a little further out, come up, release down. Let's interlace fingers, press out through your palms, take your arms up by your ears, shoulders drop, arms reach straight, and then rise up onto your toes for a little balance. That could be just a slight lift of the heels or all the way up. Strong core, relaxed face. Start to fold forward, staying in balance on the toes. You can bring your hands to your legs wherever they meet. Might be high or low. Finding just the right amount of effort and how much can you relax, even in this strong, precarious pose. And release. Drop your hands, drop your heels, drop your head. Bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Hips sink low, head lifts high, strong core. One more breath. Release, fold forward. Inhaling, flat back. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. From down dog, right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. From here, let's take a twist. So you can either have your left hand on the floor and right arm up, or left elbow to the outside of the right knee for prayer twist. And then if your arms are not extended, extend them either on the outside or inside of the front leg. And take a little rock front to back. Let's windmill up and around into warrior two. You might need to take a moment to adjust your footing. Find your alignment, arms long, strong core. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior two, right arm high. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Reach out to come down. You can bring your hand to your shin, your ankle, a block or the floor, pulling up through the top arm, creating lightness. And then let's pull back up to standing, come through warrior two and into extended side angle. You can bring your forearm to your thigh, and then top arm rotates and comes overhead. So the long diagonal line through the whole left side. You can stay with your forearm on your thigh or bring your hand to the floor or take a bind. One more breath here. Release, make your way to down dog. Feel what you're doing. Take your time. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Take a twist. Right hand to the floor or right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Last breath here. Let's extend the arms straight if they're not there already. Take a little rock front to back. And then windmill up and around. Take your time. Finding warrior two. Arms long, long spine. Flip the left palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior two. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Let's pull back up to standing. Come through warrior two and into extended side angle. Forearm to thigh, top arm rotates. Find that long diagonal line. And if there's a different variation you took on the first side, you can take something similar. Release. Make your way back to a good rest, letting go of all of that. Let's come back through down dog. Step or hop your feet forward, inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. So let's take a few balancing poses. We'll first feel balance on 2 feet. You can separate your feet, shift your weight side to side, front to back, insides to outsides, tuning into the soles of the feet. And then shifting over to one leg for tree, Vrikshasana. You can bring your right leg up as high as you can. Maybe the inner thigh as low as you need, maybe the inner ankle, anywhere above or below your knee. Arms can be out to the side to steady you. If you feel steady, you might bring hands together or arms up, and you can always bring them back out to the side. Let's release, take your time, letting that go, finding neutral balance on 2 feet again. And then switch to the other side when you're ready. Left leg up as high as you can, as low as you need. You can always adjust your arm position, your foot position. Open, relaxed, engaged, but at ease. Let's release the side, shake that out. Take a moment, finding balance on 2 feet, and then let's move to a quad stretch balance. Right leg comes back, left arm can be out to steady you, or feel free to grab a chair or go to a wall, or you can take both hands to your foot. Tailbone dropping, pubic bone lifting, yawning open through the front of the left hip. Release, shake that out. Same thing, other side. Tailbone dropping, pubic bone lifting, yawning open through the front of the right hip. Release. Shake that out. Let's bring feet hip width apart, parallel. We'll take hands to the top of the buttocks. A little upper back arch. Lift the chest. Roll the shoulders and elbows back. Heart up, like a helium balloon in the heart floating up towards the ceiling. And then release. Let's fold forward. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. If you're able, grab your big toes with the first 2 finger and thumb. You might need to bend your knees quite a bit. Lengthen. And fold. Pull your head towards the floor. Tractioning out the spine. Let's lower the hips. Come into a squat malasana. And your heels may or may not reach the floor. It's okay either way, as long as it feels okay for you. You can also widen your stance. You can also sit on a block or a couple blocks. You could slide something under your heels. Finding the support you need. Open up the knees using the elbows, and as best you can, roll your shoulders back and down so the chest is open. We'll work our root lock here, Mula Bandha, same as a Kegel exercise. As you exhale, draw the pelvic floor muscles in and up. As we inhale, release that. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Engage. And release. One more. And then keep holding and keep breathing, drawing in strongly through the bottom. Keep the breath going, keep the spine long. And then let's release and go ahead and sit down, extending legs forward. Take the flesh of the sit bones back, out of the way, inch the heels forward. And use your hands for support as you fold. So that could be on the feet, could be on the floor, could be something around the feet like a strap. Going towards length, towards folding. Relaxing shoulders down, away from the ears. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Let's bring soles of the feet together. And grab your toes or ankles with that grip. Lengthen and fold. Elbows can push the knees open a little bit more. You might choose to support yourself on your hands or elbows, block, or the floor. Bring the upper body back up. We'll keep the right leg more or less where it is. Open the left leg out to the side. Right arm up and over for a side bend, gate pose, Parigasana, big reach. And then let your head fall towards the bottom leg and take that top arm out and down until your right shoulder pulls down, stretching right side of the neck. Keep the head hanging and relaxed, and then press into the bottom hand to come up. You can use that hand to lift your head, staying nice and relaxed. Let's switch the legs. Left arm up and over. Big reach like a yawn. And then let your head fall towards the floor, top arm out and down until the left shoulder pulls down, stretching left side of the neck. Press into the bottom hand to come up. You can use that hand to lift your head and then open both legs wide. Upavishta Konasana, wide angle pose. Your hands can be on the floor behind you to support you, or in front of you, or you could lean into elbows or a block or all the way down. Try and keep the feet and knees pointing straight up. Long spine or going towards long. And just looking for where your edge is. Shouldn't look or be any certain way. We're just honoring our own limits. Let's bring the upper body back up. Take your time. Lean back, draw the legs in, shake that out. Come back onto your back. Bring your knees in. Maybe a little circle, a rock, releasing the lower back. And then drop your feet to the floor. Let's get set up for bridge. So feet hip width apart, parallel. We'll press the feet down, lift the hips up. Once your hips are high enough, interlace your fingers behind your back, shrug your shoulders underneath you, spreading upper back and lower back away from one another. Take your arms out of your way, roll down. Let's come up again, this time for a supported bridge. So you're going to lift the hips and then slide something under the sacrum. Could be a block on low or medium, could be a bolster or cushion or stack of books. Letting the hips rest. You could invite a hip flexor stretch by bringing the right knee to the chest and then straightening the left leg and letting that straight left leg hang, yawning open through the front of the left hip. And switch, bring the left knee in, drop the right leg long, hug the left knee in close. When you feel ready, you can come back to neutral. So that could be both feet to the floor, both knees to the chest, or both legs straight, either up in the air or along the floor. Finding a position that's as close to passive as you can. Letting go. If you're enjoying where you are and want to stay longer, you're welcome. If there's a different leg position you want to move through, you could. Or if you're ready to release, how gently can you come out of this? Perhaps a happy baby as a counter stretch. You might grab the soles of the feet on the inside, pressing the knees towards the floor. And then just check in with your body. What do you need to do to feel complete in this practice? To feel ready to release in a final resting pose. Maybe there's a stretch or some movement, body part that could use some attention. You can take your time. No right or wrong way to do what you're doing. We're each just experimenting, trying to take good care of ourselves and learning through trial and error. Whatever you are doing, feeling it fully. Giving it the time it needs. There's no rush. When you feel ready to settle into your final resting pose, take your time getting your body as comfortable as you can. Feel free to grab props or adjust your clothing. Maybe an extra deep exhale or a sigh before letting go into the support under you. And then letting the breath be natural, letting go of all the doing. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Move your wrists and ankles. Take a stretch out through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And then use your hands to help you up to sitting. Bring hands together at the heart. And you might come back to your intention, or perhaps there's a new one for this moment. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks so much for being here today.